Happy New Year, fam. Happy New Year. Happy New Year, fam. Cheers. Happy New Year, fam. Good evening, fam. Good evening, fam. Oh, it's been a while, has it not, fam? It's been so long. It's been a very long time. For me, it's been too long. Certainly too long. Let me just get started by saying, when you go through life, you make connections and you network and you make friends. Doesn't matter how you do this, whether you do it through a job, whether you do it through social networking, maybe you do it through networking. Networking can lead to more. No matter how you build relationships, fam, the hardest thing to do once you've built a relationship is to leave one. And whether that's a relationship you've built and lost through death, whether that's a relationship you've built and lost through a disagreement, it does not matter how you lost that relationship. It is one of the hardest things to live with. Now, sometimes when you choose, sometimes you can choose to end a relationship. Sometimes you're the one in power. You're the one who can decide whether that relationship continues forward or it ends. You're God. And when I say this, I'm talking about the relationships I've made in the last 5+ years on Twitter. Fam, no one knows what anyone is going through mentally, their life. No one knows what is going on in the head on the other side of that account. I'm not talking about me. I'm talking about everyone. It is extremely hard to deal with a relationship loss. Like I said, you can end, there's sometimes you have a choice. Sometimes this relationship can just be your best friend. It can be a girlfriend, a boyfriend, whatever it is. It's extremely hard to end a relationship. And for me, I've had just a rough 3-4 months. You think I'm a very vigilant person. Okay, I adapt very easily. I'm strong. I'm mentally strong. I came from a broken marriage at the age of 6. I've dealt with toxicity my entire life. That has never stopped me. But there's a breaking point. You can act strong and think that you're all right, yet when something hits you, like what hit me this last October, 4 months ago, and do you think after a month you're through it and you're gone and you've gone through the normal cycle things and then it just rolls you over again a month later? That's the type of things I'm talking about. And then on top of that, the worst part is this relationship effect, this initial catastrophe in my life has had a relationship effect on you. Every person I've made friends with. Some of you I only know through your handle. Cone PR. Florian. I can name so many of you. Mandelo. I'm not even looking at the screen right now. Rip Ierno. Awaken. I literally could probably go through all of you. That's how good my memory. I could literally just off the top of my head, I could go through every single one of you. Woot! Like there's so many. Isabel. I mean, it's just so many of you I've made relationships with. Like I said, that could be your real name or not. It doesn't matter. I know you as that. I know you as those people. Guapo. Man, I could just, like I said, I know so many of you and I've had built relationships, but the toughest part is like one relationship loss affecting another relationship. And I'll end it there. I'm not gonna lie, it has not been easy for me the last few months. It has nothing to do with trading. Absolutely nothing. I have not been I have not been bad, let alone horrific in this absolute blood chop. I have not. I've been actually good. I have not lost my portfolio. I have not lost my trading stack. I haven't even lost my equity curve. The fact is, like, real life is real life. And you think you get over something, and then 3 months later it slaps you in the face again. And that's kind of what happened to me. Look, fam. Reality is I love what I do. I love the markets. I love talking about the markets. Even amongst the people I see in real life on a day-to-day basis, other children's parents, I blow them away with my TA. Absolutely. Some of these people will smile and look at some of my charts and think that they're so much fucking better. Because, like, my chart looks like this or that or whatever the fuck I'm talking about. Like, I showed my 100-year Dow Jones chart, and a lot of people haven't seen this, but I showed my 100-year Dow Jones chart. And some of these people that are like ex CFOs of Goldman Sachs and shit, dude. You don't even know the connections I have, fam. But some of these people are like, and they look like, okay, and I tell them like, look, this is just a pattern. I'm just observing it. I'm not playing it. I'm not trading it. Has nothing to beaks, yo, Sony Vive, Abino, Hard ACR, Lex, Migs, Jaguar, Duck Bill, George, Shadow. Anyway, some of these people they kind of laugh at me and they're like, "Oh shit, that guy was right." I have a lot of these people that have taken VIX options off of what I've said. Killed it. I don't trade the VIX. I don't want to trade the VIX. I'll tell you why. The VIX is not like a great chart to trade. It's a range. Actually, it's a good chart to trade. But like, look at this. Look at this right here. All you're seeing right here. Now, this is the plan. This is the overall plan, what we're looking at right here, right? Like just general trading. Here's the VIX. Okay. Close up that Spotify. Here's the VIX, right? It's just a range. It's a general range. I don't know if I saw this in the weekly. I think maybe I saw in the 2 week. The 2 week looks a little, yeah, the 2 week looks a little better. So we got the point of control over here, right? We have this kind of inception. We're just kind of jumping right into it. Right here, and then look, you got conversion of price. Very basic, right? And so you get this, you built this general support right here. They built this support back in, fuck, dude, January last year. It's kind of crazy, right? They built this support that we've been riding on the VIX a year ago. So this is the 2 week chart. The VIX has just been riding. Again, this is why I don't really trade this. I like to trade more of a swing personally. But the VIX, very clean look, as you can see right here. Simple range, wick to wick. And again, we are going to go up. It's just not been easy going up. And that's the unfortunate part. This right here has just been complete chop. Look at this. You can just see it right here. All right? Let's go to Bitcoin. All right, let's go to Bitcoin. Here's the 2 week low volatility, blue candle. That's all I need to say. Even worse, fam. Got the weekly, no volatility, blue candle. All I need to say. All right. This right here is a sell signal. Now here we are. We're on Monday. It's the first day of the weekly candle, and we pumped. We've just started pumping. But yesterday, on my private Twitter account, I posted a short. Now the price at this time was 16.940. I posted a short. I said 17.2K, and I said let's take this short. The stop loss is 17.4. Now, plan as is. Now, look, you're not cool. You're not cool, Savage. Like, no one's cool if they call a short that doesn't even fill the bids. But don't worry. I called this short yesterday at 16.940. And this short yesterday at 16.940, right? Of course, filled overnight. What's this? Opinion on Solana? Yeah, we'll get here to that. We'll get to Solana. We're going to talk all about Solana. Your man Savage has become a Solana whale. That's all I got to say. Accidentally, I become a Solana whale. I can't tell my wife I can't sell all my Solana 60% down. I can't tell her that. She's up there. She could be listening to me right now. Can't tell her that I will be selling all my Solana 60% down from the price I bought at, $30. Like my cost, my dollar cost average right now is over $29. Between $29 and $30 in Solana. We're gonna get to that in a point. Let me just stay on track for you, okay, fam? So again, yesterday, like before, like I called this short. I said like at 16.900, I was expecting the short around 17.2. Stop loss is 17.4. I woke up today, price action worked out exactly how I saw it. It's Monday. Now, you got to realize you're starting a daily candle, fam, on Monday. You don't start a daily candle on Friday. You start a daily candle on Monday. So we're starting a daily candle on Monday, and here it is. Here's the weekly if you haven't seen it. Here's the weekly. Here it is. We opened here, and we went up here to this line, and then we came back down. Well, why is this line significant? Well, it was the last weekly high kind of the second to high weekly high. Like it's an important pivot, right? Not just that, you bring it over the daily, and you can just see kind of how these wicks play. I just put a line there. That's all I did. I just being very simple here, right? Like put a line. I also put a line here at the yearly open. That's what this is, okay? You can go ahead and put these things in here on TradingView. Love to do it. Yearly open, right? Like in just mark it. As soon as the yearly opened right here, you can just look right here, look at the candle, and look at the date at the below. The date below says January 1st, 2023. Of course, Savage, even though he was off the earth somewhere and who knows where, at that time, wasn't on Twitter, whatever, I just threw a line there. I was like, all right, like Happy New Year's, Savage. It's fucking midnight, baby. I'm dropping the mic, and then here we are. I'm just going to put a line right there at the Bitcoin price for the yearly open. I've talked about the yearly open and why it's important. The 2021 important, 2020, 19, 18, 17. Every yearly open will matter and has mattered in Bitcoin price, period. Like I said, I will get to Solana in a bit. Don't worry. I'm fucking bullish as fucking Solana. Period. All right, so let's just go. All right, so like I said, you build the first day, and in a week you get 7 of these days. You got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, if you don't know, there's this really cool thing, right? On if you got the Spaceman premium shit, talks about the FOMC meetings, right? And it's got all these lines, really important. Maybe. Okay, my lines don't continue. I could just go ahead and put them up. Maybe I don't got the premium package, whatever. I have to update that shit. Either way, we got a rate hike, or not a rate hike. We got some important shit this week. Okay, I think it's CPI data. Okay, so economic data. Hold on, we'll bring this up. Data. Now I mostly play charts, fam. I don't understand that. Like I don't really give a fuck about this date, but we're gonna use it because a lot of people that are listening to me may give a fuck. So Tuesday, tomorrow we got Fed chair. Okay, so Jerome's gonna talk in Sweden. That's great. Tomorrow at 9 a.m. Wednesday, Friday. Okay, Friday we got some. Okay, all right. Core CPI on Thursday. That's what we're looking for. So Thursday's gonna be important. It's a sell event, fam. Okay, that's all I gotta say. It's a sell event. We had something very similar up here. You can imagine we see something similar like this happen. But for right now, I'm short. I'm net short. A lot of reasons is just the weekly volatility. You can't have no weekly volatility. As well as we got the 2-week here. And it's got low volatility on the 2-week. With 6 days left, fam, that's kind of important. Give me a second before I get hiccups. In fact, it's song time. It's song time. Hold on, give me a second. Need some music. I am known for my music because most of these other people suck. All right, so we got low volatility. We've had low volatility for a long time. Look at the daily. Look at this. This is all really bad. It's bearish. Still bearish. Still bearish. This is either distribution or accumulation. It's not accumulation. You don't see any volatility. Yo, we're gonna talk about the daily. We're gonna talk about S&P, fam, here in a second. Just give me a second. We're gonna listen to the song. We're gonna just jam, just enjoy it, fam. We're gonna be here a while. Let's go. I might have burned off my mustache. Oh, wake. Yo, wake. I hope your Twitter didn't fucking get blown up today. Oh, I hope those DMs didn't break, bro. I love you, man. Hope those DMs didn't break, fam. You know what I'm saying? Man, I think I just burned off part of my mustache. Wife's gonna be pissed. Yo, check it out, though. That the dude's got a fucking mustache and a beard now. Yes, so. Okay, burn off the mustache? No, I don't think I did. Let's see. Is there a burn around here? Smells like hair. Smells like hair. Oh yeah, exploded today. Everyone, you know what's funny? Everyone got so bullish today. Okay, let's get back to TA. Give a fuck about my mustache. Give a fuck. Fuck. Who cares what I look like? Okay, who cares what I look like? I'm willing to show my face because my TA ain't garbage. Reality is though, let's talk about TA. First off, you guys want to know what's not bullish? I'll tell you what's not bullish. When the S&P makes a swing high and then fails to hit the golden pocket for a bounce, that is called not bullish, fam. Okay? What is bullish? Bullish means that they hit that golden pocket hard and they pop that shit. Oops. That's bullish, fam. That's bullish. This is not bullish right here. Period. That alone. Okay? So what did they do? They came down here. They had a little bit of a kind of consolidation. This is a consolidation. They've come up. They've continued to distribute. This is a distribution pattern. Swing high, fail, come down. Distribution, this is a consolidation, distributing, and we are going to distribute, and now what we're going to see is this. We're going to head down to these new lows. 100%, fam. It is coming. Big time on the S&P. Big time. Now, look, this is the S&P. This is not my direct opinion on Bitcoin, because each chart tells me something different. And if I'd sit there and tell you every day that the S&P is going to completely dump Bitcoin, I would be wrong. We all saw the S&P at 19K Bitcoin make new lows, and Bitcoin sat there at 19K. We all saw that shit, fam. So don't correlate the two. That's not the way to play this. This is more likely the scenario, or it's a distribution event, which I'm fine with, down to lower. It doesn't really matter. I highly doubt this. It's probably going to be like something like that. Could be something like this. But yeah, we're distributing, fam. We're distributing right now. Regardless, I think this is a great opportunity to build a short position. I'm not talking about high leverage. I'm talking about build a short position. This short position, if you can imagine, fam, this short position, if it plays out, could be the last high that you see before new lows. So what are we talking about here? All right. Well, Sav's got this fucking date bar up. What is he talking about? 167. Okay, yearly. You guys want to know where we're at? I'll tell you where we're at. Let's go to Bitcoin dominance. Here we are. We are actually, I just went by price, okay? Where are we? Where does the price action look like on Bitcoin dominance? I'm not looking at Bitcoin. I'm not looking at Ethereum. I'm not looking at any other chart. I'm looking at Bitcoin dominance right here, right? We just see this. This is a clear, if you remember this pattern, we had this exact same pattern at 17K Bitcoin before the run up in 2021. This is Bitcoin dominance. This is back in 2018. It's a bullish pattern. Let's just put it that way. We saw this huge rejection here. Let's go to weekly. Okay, we saw this huge rejection here. 2 candles before rising up into the new lows. Because that's what happened. This is Bitcoin dominance. If you don't know what Bitcoin dominance is, let me just back up here. Bitcoin dominance now is the percentage of Bitcoin value over alts. It is important to understand that Bitcoin dominance will, in fact, tell you when we're getting close to the bottom. When are we close to the bottom? Well, Savage likes to see anything over 48%. Where are we now? That's a good question. I'm glad you all asked that. Where we are right now is nowhere close to 48%. We're at 40.96%. Good news, fam. As a lot of people, including Rip Ierno, has pointed out, here's the weekly. We have this huge support here, and this is being a nice little bounce. We're seeing here, what's going to happen here? We pump and we dump drastically to increase Bitcoin dominance. Okay, so we pump and dump drastically. That's how we're going to increase Bitcoin dominance. Okay, now look. Back here, we had something similar happen. We just kind of saw this like dead candle and we continued on. Now, right now, what we're seeing is this don't look good. We don't have that dead candle yet, but we had the fact that if you just did normal chart, we hold this weekly, this could be good for Bitcoin dominance. Now, if we were to break down in this, I would say that, well, 18K and higher is probable. I'm watching the Bitcoin dominance. Look, here we are, Bitcoin dominance. If this is in fact true, that 161 bars, right, means that we're really back here. July, the 6-month candle. So let's just go over the 6-month. Sorry. I'm not trying to jump everywhere, fam. Just try to follow me on this. Okay, here's the 6-month. 6-month is a big ass chart. We're talking about a few fucking candles here. All right, let's just delete the whole thing. Okay, delete the whole thing. Now, even better, we're gonna forget about this past. We'll put this line here. I think that's important. $737. Okay. I don't care about the trend line. I will say this. I do not care about this trend line. You guys all see that? I don't care about that. That's not real TA, fam, unfortunately. We also have this. Okay. Nice little vertex we made here. Right? Consolidation. So we have to put, as Savage taught us, we have to put normal resistance here. All right, perfect. That's an important level. That's going to be definitely important. This is, once again, the Bitcoin six month. This is a very simple chart. But what this 6 month is going to tell you is what the 6 month Bitcoin dominance is going to tell you. Okay, and we're going to go all the way back to the beginning. All right. So let's go ahead and put up where I think we are now. I think we're on the second quarter of 2018. Okay. So here we are. You can see here, if I just get rid of these, got a little wick down, makes sense, blah, 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 blah. More importantly, we go to Bitcoin. Here's the 6 month. July 2018. Came down, killed the price, popped up. If we were in fact in July 2018, right? Then that means we need a blue candle, right? On Bitcoin dominance. I'm talking about Bitcoin dominance. Here we are, July 2018. Everyone try to follow me on this. July 2018. We should see this. Okay, this is a 6 month candle. There's 6 months in this candle, fam. Try to follow me on this. 6 months in this candle. The Bitcoin dominance on the 6 month candle right now is blue in 2018. Okay? Right now. It's red on Bitcoin. Okay? We go to now. Let's go to now. We got Bitcoin. This is where I think we're at. It's blue. It's bullish. Savage said we were bullish in January. It is bullish in January. Jags, give me a second. I'll talk about all that at the end. Let's just talk about the good stuff. This right here, okay, is going to show you exactly what's going to happen. Right now, we have a blue Bitcoin. Okay, green. It's green. Bitcoin's positive in the 6 month. It ended red back here. Right now, Bitcoin dominance. It gained dominance up. Wait, Savage, this is red. Bitcoin's, that's the opposite. We were red back here. You guys don't see what I'm saying? You see the contrast? This is it, fam. This is it. This is it. But unfortunately, it's not just it. Follow me now. Just keep following me, fam. We're going to go to the 1 month. 1 month, fam. We are 1 month. Okay, here we are. Right? Bullish. Savage said it was bullish, fam. He was right. But why are we catching a short here? We're not just catching a short, we're catching a generational swing short. This generational swing short, fam, that I've been stressing about. Even when I was gone, I said, listen, fam, this year we're not going to trade much. It's going to be all about accumulation. And that's all you need to know. It is bullish. It is bullish. I'm looking long-term, but at this point. Look what I'm talking about. July 2018, first month of the 6 month candle. July 2018 to January 2023, first month of the 6 month candle. We're all following now. I know we're all following now. I know we are. Okay? And then I'm only using this as reference. Please understand that. Okay? I'm only using this as reference. We'll just call it that. We'll use the normal, I think it's actually here. I'm not gonna even lie. I'm not a bottom color, okay? I'm just not a bottom color. But this is the bottom. Everyone, like I said, everyone opinion. This needs to be 6 months. Oh, all right, perfect. Now, fractals are fractals, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm only using this as reference. You can imagine we are seeing right now the last opportunity to short above 17K. Oh, shit! Savage has gotten to his point. Savage has gotten to his point, fam. The last opportunity is short above 17K. I'm really excited to say that. It is that time, fam. It is that time for some music.
What happens when life breaks down? When there is systemic contradiction. My name symbolized all that was corrupt to society. His name symbolized all that was pure. And I was being held in the embrace of a man who was pure. And these inviolable sanctities were preserved in those 10 words. And it is the desacralization of all of these that has put us in the mess that we find ourselves. Isn't it true? Alas, it is much worse. A person may end up believing in anything.
I'm coming back hard, fam. I'm coming back so fucking hard.
God himself puts his arms around you and says, "Welcome home."
I'm not sure people want me for my TA. My fucking absolute DJ shit is off the hook. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me. This DJ is off the hook.
What happens when life breaks down? When there is systemic contradiction. My name symbolized all that was corrupt to society. His name symbolized all that was pure. And I was being held in the embrace of a man who was pure.
I was muted. I'm so sorry I was muted. Reality is, fam, we're going to get to a point. This is the last opportunity to short above 70K, in my opinion. We have, and this is monthly. We have 22 days left on the month. Wow, that's crazy. That's a lot of opportunity to go up higher. Maybe I'm wrong. But right now, I'm not going to take the opportunity and miss out on building a short position. I do think we are in July of 2018 as far as the charts go. As far as Bitcoin dominance goes, I made that point very clear. Go watch the VOD if I wasn't clear enough and relearn it. I will go over this again and again every day, all week for the next few weeks until we start to see this new low. Now, this is the low I'm looking at. This is the low I want to build a huge accumulation position on. Do I think there could be a chance for lower? Of course I do think there could be a chance for lower. Do I think that we hit that low? I don't know. I'm not taking that chance. But right now, there is a short position we're building here. Okay? Anything above 17K in a short position, in my opinion, of... Okay, watch this. Okay, this is where we're gonna get fancy, fam. Okay. Boom, boom. Right, we went up to the golden pocket. Oh, what? That's savage. Right, went to the golden pocket at GP. Okay, let's say that happens again. Let's say that happens again. Fuck, we're going 19,431. That would get everyone bullish, huh? Okay, so like I said, I'm already short. I built a short position. I'm actually a little bit in profit. A little bit in profit, right? Again, you can use TEALSTREET. Again, my new sponsor, BitGet, it's on TEALSTREET. That's what I love about it. Bing wasn't on TEALSTREET, wasn't working out. I hated that shit. So we're going over to BitGet, fam. That's gonna be a whole nother stream. I don't give a fuck if you want to go over. I don't care if you want to stay on Binance. But as far as I'm concerned, I need a competitor against Binance because where I live personally, I do not think that Binance will survive. From my think, I do not think Binance will survive. Regardless, like I said, if we are here, July 2018, okay, we hit that golden pocket here, boom, rejected all the way down. Building a short position. I don't know if we're gonna hit the golden pocket. It looks super bearish. I'm just going by like a day-to-day, week by week. Again, this weekly right here is absolutely bearish. Why was it bearish? I called this short yesterday and I knew it was fucking bearish. And I didn't actually know that this was gonna drop off. I just looked at this. Okay, I looked at this. Right? We're gonna go to daily. I'm going crazy, getting sloppy. Like I'm getting a little sloppy here. Okay, I just saw this, right? We're kind of like building up here. Here's Saturday. We built what I call as a dead candle. So we had no volatility on it, dead candle, red candle. Sunday built and we started building on this candle. We started breaking through resistance, which I like to see. But I was like, all right, like this isn't gonna last. This is super bearish. This is very similar to this that we're seeing back here up to here, but I don't even think we're gonna see that. We're already seeing the end here. This is what we're seeing, in my opinion, first. This candle's going to come down second. And so I think the short is in for now. I think it may be last opportunity to short above 17K. Now, what's going to happen over the next few weeks? That's the sad part, fam. Okay, we're going to go over here. What's going to happen over this next few weeks is this. If we are technically where I think we are, is something like this. So this is where it gets complicated. No, that wasn't. God. Smiling right now. Really cover out the drop. That. This fractal doesn't really match it well, I guess. Painful thing. I think it's I hate to be that guy, but and this is why I hate fractals, because this is not exactly what it's gonna be, but it's like exactly what it's gonna be. What is going to happen in my more confident way, I want to say it. What is going to happen is something like this. Yeah, I do think this may be your last opportunity to be above 17K. I think it'll be like some type of fill in here, right? And then it'll be the sideways action that drop. This is what I expect. This is what's going to happen. This would match a lot of, and now I didn't really study this. I always kind of do my studying on stream live with you guys. But, you know, I expect something like continue, but it's not going to be, they've made a lot of room. Realize they've made a lot of room. So if we just use this line, right, it would be similar to we had this line break out. Look at that. Oh my God. All right. Hold on real quick, fam. Bro. We're going back to 2018, fam. Going back to 2018. Here we are. We're using trend lines. No one knows how to use anything else. Right, here it is, 2018. It's bullish! Hold on to your pants, it's bullish, fam. Bullish. And it's not forming a bullish wedge. Big dog, my friend, man. Sorry, it's not bullish. Right here. We're in an area. I was bullish at 16.5K. I was bullish there at 16.5K. We're getting closer to 17.5K. It ain't bullish, my man. But here we are, right? All right, it's so bullish, right? It's so well, let's go again. I'll just hit play. Anyways, you get the point. I don't think you get the point. Because oh, here we go. Sorry. Here we go. We're bullish, right? We're bullish. We're bullish here. Trendline retest. We keep going down. We're bullish here. Okay, here we go. Here we go. Hold on, hold on. Watch this. This is where I think we're at. Right? Here. Okay. This is the weekly. I like that. Oh, yeah, July 1st. Okay. That's the yearly open. This is where we're at now. We're going down. This is where we're at now. This is why we're shorting. 17.2. This is just from a Bitcoin perspective, fam. You gotta understand, like, this is nothing to do with stocks and stuff. I'm actually super bearish on stocks. I just think you need to understand, like, there's different variables and concepts to Bitcoin. I do think there's gonna be a new macro low, but I also think there's gonna be a max pain this direction until July 1st. That's what I think is gonna happen. Actually, yeah, July 1st. So I think there's gonna be max pain all year. This is what's gonna happen. This is the yearly candle right here. We're gonna watch it right here. Yearly print. And while we watch it,
Don't wanna get old. Don't wanna die young. I'm buying their gold. What satisfaction? Our poison each day. No reason to stay. Your feelings in storm. Or I can move. Could it be look at the screen? Should have seen.
ignore the price. This is the future. It's called fucking basic TA. This is not like the fractal will not be the same. It's gonna be sideways from now on. I'm seeing the best opportunity to just short right now. The best opportunity to short. Hold that short for 6 months and thank me, because you're gonna be 50% gains. Sell it at 10K. Sell that short at 10K. Build a short position now between 17 and 18K. 17 and 18K short position will pay mad by 12, 10K. That is the facts of this. I don't need to say no financial advice. It's fucking facts.
The streets of never gets old. What's that addiction? Let us know both. The satisfaction. Don't wanna buy gold. Don't wanna buy love. 'Cause now it's all sold. There's never enough. It's never enough. Could it be look at the screen?
Get the fuck out of here. It's right at Hard ACR. Mad love, Isabel. Did I get you all pumped, George, or did I get you all dumped? Sorry, that was corny. Hey, give me a second to go to the restroom. All right, let's go. We got more. We got lots more to go through. Okay, look. You got the point, right? Get the point. Speed this shit up. Fucking NX. All right, this is the year of 2023 that we're watching here. Basically, we get to a point where Savage is going to end this because, like this, you get the point, right? Blah, 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 blah. Now, do I think that that's going to be the actual case? No, I actually do not think this case. It's probably something like this. We'll use this fractal in general because I do think it's going to be max pain from now for Bitcoin in this area, because Bitcoin derivatives right now are being held up, are actually holding up the price, spot is being held up by Bitcoin derivative prices. Binance data shows all of that. I've seen the data and everything tells me this is distribution. Okay, right? No big deal. We can handle that. Now, a lot of the things that confirm that everything's going to be bearish, okay, is the S&P. We're going to go over the S&P because the S&P is important. The S&P is kind of a base, all right? It's not the same variables as Bitcoin, but it's a base. The base is important to understand, right? Like the economy. We're calling the base the economy. This is the S&P. I'm not going to go over NASDAQ. NASDAQ's tech heavy. I don't like tech heavy. I call it the Madoff index. In my opinion, it is the Madoff index. Tech, but tech is not worth that much. If you understand what tech is, like I do, I'm originally a software engineer major, went into, I got some mad ADHD, but I got some mad variety in my skills. But I went from basically software engineering to like a biology, kinesiology, physiology background all the way back into finance. So like that's 3 different types of knowledges. I'm my mid 30s, been around the block, but I'm just gonna tell you this right now. Okay. Now these are old arrows. These are kind of old arrows. Reality is this is not, just delete everything. We're moving it all. This is not bullish, okay? So I just saw the weekly start. We started the weekly starts on the S&P on a Monday, and it ends on a Friday. It's very simple to understand, okay? We start on Monday, we end on a Friday. On that Bitcoin, it starts on a Sunday and ends on a Sunday. And so, but understanding the Monday to the Friday, the base to the Sunday and Sunday on Bitcoin or crypto is important, okay? So you need to use your base to look at crypto itself. Here we go. We have a actually low volatility candle. Let me just tell you something, fam. It is low volatility right now. But when we pumped and it looked like an absolute Chad candle around 3 hours ago, around 3 hours before the close on the S&P, it was a beauty. The volatility didn't change. What did that say to me? It was bearish. You want to see volatility increase to the upside. You do not want to see it decrease to the upside. So here we go, right? It's bullish. If it was bullish, volatility increases. It has been decreasing. Here we go. Volatility decreasing, price increasing. Okay, it's a basic divergence of any divergences. RSI, stochastic, MACD, whatever. These nuts. It doesn't matter what it doesn't matter what divergence you're looking for. If you don't know what a divergence is one's up, one's down. That's basically a divergence. Okay. I'm not gonna get any more complicated than that. I will talk about it in the rest of my course at some point. I did take a break from the course. I have a few of the lessons out there. I'm gonna probably start it all over again at some point, but that doesn't matter at this point. Divergences are divergences. Price up, volatility down. Volatility, you want to see strong volatility with an up pulse. Okay, so what can we look at from here without the volatility? So without the volatility alone, we see extreme rejection candle. This is no bueno. Okay, we call this a no bueno candle. All right, that's what the Savictionary says on TA, but this is a no bueno candle. Okay, this is a simple no bueno candle or a bearish candle, whatever you want to call it. At this point, we see some type of consolidation. Why are we consolidating here? This is really more distribution. Okay. What tells that? The volatility. So here we go. The algos are holding the price up before we make new lows. Well, where are we going, Savage? Well, unfortunately, we're going at least to here. We are going to at least to here. Now, this is a really bearish. You have to understand, this is a really bearish pattern that I've seen before. 3 taps usually means, okay, this is 3 taps. I hate to say this, fam. 3 taps is really like 3 taps, okay? It's where did that go? Okay, 3 taps is really like 3 taps. So we'll draw this over a little bit. Okay, we got 1 tap. 3 taps, okay. Yeah, you get the point. It's just not good. This is not a good this is not a good setup. Volatility going down. Let me just tell you something, fam. If you're under the age of 50, you have really nothing to worry about. As long as you're staying in the workforce in the next 10 years. Okay. The market for the next 10 years is going to be something like this, I expect. All right. So I expect some type of Madoff pattern. Sam FDX pattern is what I call it. So let's say we call it here. This is probably the zone. This is probably like the bottom chance. I don't think we go that low. I'd like to think we don't go that low. But let's say Savage TA. We see a, let's just use the all right, 2900. Okay, Savage is gonna be bullish. Let's say this is the low. Right? Finally got to low. And we go through like some type of, it's gonna be simple with this. I'm not gonna like fractal that shit. You know, you know, no one knows the future. I don't know the future. I play this market week by week, day by day. But I'm just saying, like, let's just say, okay, this is the most kind of, leave that. Let's leave that arrow over there. Right, this is the most kind of you know, this is good. This is a good pattern. Let's say we get something like this, right, fam? This is the S&P. This is basically the global economy. We're talking like new highs somewhere around 2026. So Bitcoin may make new highs around 2026, which makes sense. We got the halving at 2024. But also, let's just say like that happens and we get something consolidation over here, which is even more chop. And then we really take off. And the reason I talk about this is the 10-year plan. If we're in 2023 now, if you're under the age of 50, or even around the age of 50, let's just have a 10-year, let's just make a 10-year plan. At this day and age, let's just talk about 30, 40 years ago. 30, 40 years ago, the average lifespan was like 70 years. So 40 years ago, 30 years ago, in the 90s and the 80s, the average lifespan was 70 years, 75 years. Women still outlived men. I think that's becoming more equal now. It makes sense. Women have joined the workforce, corporate workforce, who are taking on the same loads as men, are starting to die just as men. But now things are, you know, we can extend our life with good health, exercise, less stress in our life. We have lots of resources out there. Maybe you have that acupuncturist or a chiropractor that keeps you alive for the next 10 years. Maybe you have good genetics that keeps you alive for the next 10 years. Maybe you drink filtered water. Maybe you don't drink fluoride. Whatever your conspiracy theory is, it doesn't matter. Let's say you live to be 90 years. 10 years means nothing to you. If you're in retirement right now and you're looking at the next 10 years, this is not a good market to be in, right? So here you are. Let's just talk about this. Here you are, like you're 70 years old on January 2022. The S&P is 4,800, fam. Let's just 72 years old at 4,800. And the market goes nowhere the next 10 years. Now, if you've had a good career and you've saved enough money and you don't need the market at retirement, which is the ideal situation, right? You're fine. You're fine, fam. But fam, let me just tell you, that's not most people. Most people have not saved enough for retirement without the market help. Let's say you need help from the market and you're 70 years old. Let's say you're 65 years old and you go nowhere for the next 10 years. So start with an account that's like let's say you got a 500,000 retirement. You're spending 10,000, let's say, we'll just say it, $8,000 a month, right? For the next 10 years. What we got there? We'll just round up. 9, right? 8,000, you could be say 96,000. We'll round up to 100K for 10 years. That's $1 million with no market help. That's a basic income. We're talking less, $96,000 a year, fam, with no help at retirement. Do you understand what I'm saying here? This is the likely scenario. This is probably the most bullish scenario. We'll look back on this in a few years and it won't look like this. It'll look something like, whatever the market plays out to be. Right? Or it looks and Savage is completely wrong. And we go here. And we look more like, well, what is he talking about here? We look more like the Dow Jones in the 70s. That's right, fam. We're going there. Here it is, fam. Here's 2000s. Here's the fractal I'm talking about. Can you imagine having this? Can you imagine the trust in the market after having this? Bam. This is what I'm talking about. Okay. Copy that. These are all theoretical, fam. I'm just trying to warn you. How are we going to hedge this market? Now, realize this. My number one point to all of you. Every person under the age of 50 years old that is watching me right now. It may not be a lot of you. My point is, if you can outpace the market by 10% and retire in 20, 30 years, that's a lot of money. We're talking about a 10% difference in the market. 20, 30 years. Right now, a lot of money. You guys may be like asking yourself what I'm talking about, but like this is real fucking talk right here. Now, this is probably the worst thing you've ever seen. Go, that looks good. But that's reality, fam. Here's the S&P. You can imagine Bitcoin does its own thing. Has some type of breakdown, accumulation. We break up, new highs, some fancy new lows. And then in 2030s, hold on, maybe a little bit. This There we go. That's probably better. I really actually don't think Bitcoin's going to see new highs next happening. A lot of that thinking is behind the fact that we now know that this entire pump was manipulated by FTX. This right here. So this deviation was manipulated by FTX. Doesn't mean anything, but we will cut this situation out of the market right here in a sense that this didn't happen realistically, and this is the high. So that's important to me. I do think we actually see that SPF. I do think we're going to see that SPF wick right there. And then a long time, like I said. This is max pain, fam. I'm in it to buy low and sell high. I'm not in it for the long run. Put it that way, all right? Mad love.